Nintendo has gone crazy, but in the best way possible. What's going on, guys and girls? It's Ghost Robo, and today we're talking about last night's Nintendo Direct, a big 45-minute showcase where they highlighted upcoming product for 3DS and our hybrid Switch. But the biggest news to me was Nintendo's refined and refocused commitment to third-party titles. And I guess likewise, third parties' refined and refocused commitment to the Nintendo Switch. This is going in a direction and going a way that they have not been able to drum up on past platforms. And I really think it's exciting to see Nintendo reassert themselves as a major player amongst the hardcore scene. So if you don't know, a lot of stuff was revealed. They had a focus on Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, on Xenoblade Chronicles 2, on Project Octopath Traveler, and Super Mario Odyssey, but they peppered it in with new announcements like Mario Party Top 100, which looks fantastic for 3DS, even though I wish it was on Switch. They gave some new info on the Kirby title. They revealed a lot about their RPG lineups, and they gave us some accessories. But they also focused on what is coming from other publishers. We know that NBA 2K18 hits tonight, WWE 2K18 hits later this year, FIFA 18 hits, and LA Noire was recently announced. Those are some pretty big games, and sports stuff, sure, but LA Noire, a Rockstar title on a Nintendo platform, a console, completely crazy. And they made it even more just magic, I guess, by unveiling Doom and Wolfenstein 2. Now, we know that Bethesda supported the Switch with their upcoming port of Skyrim hitting on November 17th. It is the special edition. It has some Nintendo exclusive stuff, like the Link outfit. But bringing two of their goriest and most graphically intense games to the platform is unprecedented. I think this is such a bold move and such an amazing sign of how much confidence and how on board these other companies are with the Switch. It has sold incredibly well. It has a lot of hype behind it. It's probably the most exciting thing in the gaming space. Even with the PS4 Pro launching last year and the Xbox One X launching later this fall, I feel like the Switch is still the most hype new piece of hardware out there. Not because it packs the most punch, but because it changes the game the most dramatically. And being able to take a hardcore FPS like Doom or Wolfenstein 2 on the go, that is so freaking awesome. And yes, they're not going to look as good. They're not going to look as pixel perfect as the PC version or as their other console counterparts. But the fact that we're getting these types of games, mature rated games, intense games, hardcore games, this is not the Wii. This is not the Wii U. This is a new Nintendo, and they are trying to make the Switch a real player in the three console battle. Will they ever compete directly with PS4 and Xbox One? Probably not. But it feels like they're getting closer than they ever have before. And it really inspires so much confidence in me for 2018. You could look at this and say, meh, they're only doing digital for NBA. FIFA isn't the full version. LA Noire is an old port. Doom is coming over a year later. Wolfenstein 2, who knows how many months. But it shows that these companies are wanting to make these kinds of games for the Switch. And it leads me to believe that fall 2018, we are going to get day-and-date releases on some of the biggest games. And that is humongous. Sure, Nintendo is going to pump out their Marios, their Zeldas, their Splatoons. Getting some of these multi-platform titles really changes the game. And they have been pumping out so much first-party goodness. ARMS, Mario Kart, Pokken Tournament, Xenoblade. I mean, it's really, really, really impressive what they're doing. But to get the other side of that coin, for kind of the first time ever, I know we've seen some mature things on Nintendo platforms in the past. There's been Resident Evils, there's been Manhunt. Getting Doom and Wolfenstein 2, two games that are associated with really pretty graphics, really fast gameplay, and really hardcore players, it's a game changer. And I cannot believe that Nintendo did this. It's the biggest surprise that I've had possibly all year from Nintendo. Sure, it was great to see the reveal of Mario Odyssey at E3. Sure, it's great to get new details on things like Kirby and like Yoshi and Breath of the Wild DLC and Splatoon DLC and ARMS DLC. And sure, it's really cool to see a deep dive into Xenoblade Chronicles 2 and hear about some of the different indie projects that are coming exclusively to Switch. Metroid Prime 4, enough said. But honestly, Doom and Wolfenstein 2. One, I love the fact that Bethesda is so deep in the Switch ecosystem. Two, I think it speaks very well to the prospects for companies like 2K and EA and Capcom and more to continue to work with Nintendo and to continue to bring their prominent titles, regardless of demographic, regardless of rating, to the Switch. Imagine if next year we get Call of Duty take it on the go. We get NBA, we get WWE, we get FIFA, we get Madden, we get whatever other popular shooters are hitting from places like Capcom and 2K. We get Borderlands 3. We get more cool remakes like the LA Noire redo that's coming to all platforms. It's really exciting, and I think you are elevating this platform beyond a cool toy, beyond this nifty hybrid, and it is showcasing that this is a true gamer system, and that is only going to balloon sales beyond where they already are. Nintendo is doubling their production. The projections were so low. Even Nintendo themselves and the Pokemon Company have stated, we didn't think this thing was going to do half as well as it's doing. Beautiful news. Competition is what breeds excellence, and the more that these consoles battle it out for sales dominance, the more great features, the more great extras, and the more great games, exclusives, DLC, and other promos we are going to get. So I think this bodes so well for the future of Switch. So freaking pumped. I know it's late, but playing Wolfenstein 2 on the platform that can be taken anywhere, that's madness. That is a really, really awesome game. I played it at E3. I love it. It looks fantastic. The first one was excellent. Getting to take that on the go, that's a game changer. I always thought the Vita would be my portable PlayStation 3. Never really evolved to that point. They tried to do a little bit more once PS4 hit. Still wasn't up to snuff. The Switch is becoming that vision and more because it has Nintendo exclusives. It has that first-party output that has seen Breath of the Wild, Mario Kart, ARMS, Splatoon, Pokken Tournament, Fire Emblem Warriors, Mario Odyssey, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, all in the first year. Not to mention things like Snipperclips Plus, and some of the other smaller adventures. Yes, Virtual Console still isn't here. I have no idea why they're releasing Arcade Archives. I just want to play my dang Donkey Kong Country and my Super Mario World on my Switch. But in the meantime, I love what they're doing, and I love the subtle message it sends for next year. 2017 is an absolutely incredible year. One of the best, if not the best launch years for a platform that I've witnessed. To know that 2018 could be even greater with things like Metroid Prime 4, with the possibility for a Smash Brothers, with third-party day-and-date releases of any genre, they expanded into first-person shooter, into MOBA, into RPG. They went places last night that the Switch hasn't been and that typically Nintendo platforms don't explore. Even if that MOBA fails, I think the idea of a free-to-play online game being on Switch is huge. It really sets this up to allow Nintendo to go in any direction, and maybe to go in every direction, just like the PS4, just like the Xbox One. It may not have the specs, it may not have the power, but it clearly has the passion, and that's why it's so good to see these Bethesda titles on the Switch. It's so good to see the affirmation of commitment from 2K, from Rockstar, from EA, from Capcom, from Bandai Namco, from pretty much everybody, and we still have more to come. There's still first-party surprises. Platinum Games and Kamiya are definitely working on something. From Software is apparently cooking in the kitchen as well, and you've got a slate of indies that is awesome. Golf Story, Stardew Valley, Hollow Knight, SteamWorld Dig 2, Wargroove. They're going to keep coming. They're going to keep getting more partners. They're going to keep bringing awesome things in between those AAA releases. And I couldn't be more excited. So let me know your take on this in the comments down below, guys and girls. I hope that you're pumped for the Switch glory that is coming our way. It might not be day and date in 2017, but man, oh man, next year could be even better. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Are you going to be picking up Doom or Wolfenstein 2? Do you think it's a big deal? Are you pumped that Nintendo is introducing FPS shooter intensity to the Switch? And where do you think third parties go from here? Is any title on the table now? That's how I feel. So let me know yours. Until next time, everybody, thanks so much for watching. Fantastic Day. Drinks much. I love you. And we'll see you all later.